What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to my Hungarian Let's Play where we have formed the Holy Roman Empire. I just opened up the game and for some reason I have an event, the Fall of Kyoto. That's some kind of EU4 feature, I think, because we changed tag. I think it's suggesting that we just conquered Kyoto, but we did that some time ago. We didn't get the reward, which I think is mostly consists of prestige. Again, we did not receive that twice over. But our missionaries have been retracted, unfortunately. I still think the wisest location is down here in southern East Africa at the moment. Because, yeah, if these become Catholic, they should, I imagine, be stabilized. I'm going to be sipping some tea here, but yeah, one thing I wanted to do is go straight back to war. So some of these wars we should be wise about, as not underestimate them. But I think, for example, Brunei, let's just go to war there. We just formed the HRE in the previous episode, and I actually haven't even let any months or anything like that tick by. So we still have a lot to manage, basically. And I guess let's do something like this. Let's go to grasslands. Let's try to select some of our navy here. We can actually see here, okay, I don't think we inherited many heavy ships. Oh, maybe we did actually. But we have a lot of galleys, which we'll probably be deleting, and a lot of transports that we inherited from this. Cool. We should still be on the fort dismantling jam. So it is going to take probably the majority of this episode, guys, to kind of sort out stuff with the Empire. But it's exciting nonetheless. I'm going to be trying to fight wars while we do this as well, as I kind of have an idea of some of... Hang on a second. That's weird. It's like some of the forts just disappeared. Okay, I think that might have... There we go. No. No, we don't have a fort there, I don't think. This is weird. Showing those non-maintained forts. We need a few months to go by to actually adjust the bloody game, man. I should go in against Denmark, guys. If we have some enough... light ships nearby, like that. Light ships, I mean transports rather. We should go against Denmark here in a moment. As he's a really easy war to go in against. Yeah, but I'm interested in our Liberty Desire situation somehow. I think that's not quite right, is it? I just got an achievement. Can you guys see that on the thing? I think you can. Something new, I'm not sure exactly what that was. Laughing. Oh, that is owning each province that kind of is a pun. A pun of being funny, laughing, having a good time. Gonna be trying to sort out my army composition and so on, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare. So we're losing a lot of money. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to stockpile a lot of money. It will be hard to determine exactly how well our economy is doing here initially. Now, I'm going to move, because we're already collecting in Genoa, I'm going to move my guy who is in Genoa to the English Channel. I think that's going to be a smart move there initially, but we've got to do merchants. We may find also that... Oh wow, apparently the estates are okay. We'll see if that is the case soon enough. I inherited some colonies as well. That's affecting our economy. Holy War against Kilwa. Where do we border him? I guess we have Holy War on this island? That's weird. I would think that we shouldn't have Holy War. CB against him. So a month has gone by. We're losing considerably less money. That's good. Yes, our states are not in good shape at the moment. We did pretty much state everything up, right? Get some 5 states here. But that is, yeah, cool, man. We get those 5 states and we can add them for free. As long as it was inside the Empire territory, we can add 5 states without spending admin. That's really cool. Let's sort out our clergy and nobility. Now, many of these are going to be cultures that we just never really accept, so we may as well. Looks like Westphalian and Austrian Rhenish are all at 6%. I should consider spending Diplo on that. Right now I really value my Diplo though, but we could accept those cultures. So it was really kind of Saxon. Let's give some of the territory to estates where the culture's not going to be accepted. Pretty basic thing. Not that significant at all, but wow, it's hard to appease these estates. Got to keep on adding the lands. Yeah, let's do like here. How are we looking? Nope, not even close. Still not there. Rhenish was Rhenish is this area. There we go. Okay, I guess let's add some of the lowlands. These are high development provinces. The higher development we add, there we go, just clergy now. The faster it will go, the less tedium. Cool, I might as well add some stuff to the burghers as we go. Now I want to see our influence over Genoa 100%, that's what I thought, sweet. So 100% in Venice, sweet. And 13% in the English Channel, not so good, but if we smash out the British, it's going to jump up massively, as he has supreme control and we're second. Alrighty, we should definitely be reworking some merchants with the transfer action. Now, we have 100% control here, which means we can recall him, and it will have the same effect. This, we should go to Genoa. We should stop collecting here. And yeah, the Ottomans have some control. So we'll transfer from Constantinople for now. Let me think. Where is this going? We're going to here, where they have some control. Okay. Yeah, for now, let's have a guy transferring into Genoa from here, because we'll get 100% of that. Okay, let's just do some changes a little bit at a time. Our trade value, wow, I gotta stop opening the trade menu, it lags out when I do that, is gonna go through the roof, guys. Our production and taxation are about on par with each other. Trade is gonna go through the bloody roof, I swear. We do have Liberty Desire though, that surprises me, man. Like, you feel real? As if these colonies have the whole world, like, cannot maintain them. I guess we might have to do some lowering of some tariffs. Let's have a look if we mouse over this. Tariffs is really high. Trust. Mercantilism is not that high in our case. Yeah, so a lot of these nations don't have trust because we conquered them. Let me think. Obviously, it's not that imperatively important that we keep them stable. But at the same time, where is the Dutch West Indies, by the way? It's not a... The hell? Oh. Oh, I didn't even realize the Dutch had a colony here. Oh, of course, because it's the same bloody color, guys. Holland colonized that. I remember we had a few provinces that were not colonized in the Caribbean, but I kind of neglected them because I was just eyeing it. I was just eyeballing it. But these 3 provinces, or more, 4 provinces were Dutch. Lol. I didn't even realize. I thought they were part of Cuba already. I don't think we'll ever be able to get a merchant from him. Okay. We should look at some debt that we can pay off. Okay, that's way too high on New Castile, but that's a good way if we're really rich to sort out his relations. I think I will pay off the debt on Rio, but let's just make sure I'm happy with our economy before we do that. Now we got to be dealing with those guys. Alrighty, let's clean up the rebels here with our navy. Oh my goodness. We have the bloody occupation of Rome. Are you kidding me? This is not what I used to experience playing the Holy Roman Empire. How lame is that? We can afford to lose stability, no problem, and relations. But, it's the, we get -1 diplo rep. And losing, just bleeding out papal influence yearly. God. So I wonder, actually, we could probably, even with the -10 to papal influence per year, we could probably still spend our papal influence on things like stability because we convert so many provinces. But we have to, kind of spend it more wisely, I think. Because that is a massive detriment. Wow, that's pretty upsetting, man. It's pretty upsetting to me. Okay, I have no idea the composition here, but let's quickly walk over to Denmark. I'm trying to kind of consolidate things, guys, which is really awkward because I also have to be kind of dealing with these rebels, you know. Okay, we got a general here. Yes, very awkward at the moment. So, light ships, we have supreme control in Genoa, so it's probably good for now to protect trade in the English Channel. English Channel, yeah, where the heck is this? Right at the top, there we go. These light ships can repair themselves. Okay. So this is going to be way over 2 stacks here. We'll get on top of it eventually, guys. It's kind of unavoidable. Okay, we need to add more to the clergy. It's inevitable, is what I'm trying to say. But we'll get on top of it. All of the stuff that we got to do. Yeah. Okay, we gained another merchant from something. Now, unfortunately, Ming didn't become a valid rival. I guess it's a bit much wishing them to. But I mean, we're second rank in score. The score is so messed up in this game. Like, what a joke, right? We're rank 2. Okay. I'm pretty sure the entire rest of the world combined kind of pales in comparison to us. But whatever makes you feel better, game. Just keep on colonizing, keep on painting the map. So although this is taking a long time, guys, it's only been a few months. I don't want you guys to stress out. Okay, look at that. The trade has just gone up through the roof by some of the decisions we have made, which is good. Alrighty. There's no excuse now. Let's really rework the trade. So, what's going on in the new world? We have massive control on... We're collecting here right now, aren't we? Let's transfer instead to... Perfect. Perfect. And we have full control here, right? 100%. Perfect. In fact, we don't even need to... We can recall that merchant. It all goes through. So the Caribbean. Now, Mexico is kind of a beginning node for us. Not that much wealth here. But if we do transfer, it's 100% of what we do transfer is going to go into Genoa. Similar with Panama. So our influence, gosh, stop opening the trade, is not so high in Panama or Lima, but we might consider, just keep them in the back of my mind, they may be worth it. Okay, we're taking everything from the Ivory Coast. Everything's coming through the Cape, that's not the end of the world. So Zanzibar, we don't have a guy here. Zanzibar is a perfect location to send a merchant who's not doing us anything. Let's have a look around. Alexandria is doing us work. The Crimea, I think the Ottomans would pull, so I don't think the Crimea is doing anything for us. I think 100% would go into Constantinople anyway, but we will see soon. So everything's getting trained through here. If we can get rid of Scandinavia, etc., then that's going to be good. Alrighty, we've got a guy in the Ivory Coast, do we? We've got a guy in Aleppo. Champagne. There is influence in Champagne. Let's pull that to Genoa for now. That's good. Aleppo, I guess. Okay. This guy is doing work for now. We'll transfer it that way, as 99% is better than 98. Ivory Coast is... Wait, what? That's down here. Okay. Hang on a second. Where the hell is the Ivory Coast? Over here, in West Africa, you noob. For some reason, I was thinking the Horn of Africa. Okay, that's good. Ivory Coast. So Constantinople, are you still collecting? You're transferring? He's transferring. We need that until the Ottomans are dead, apparently. Ragusa, Champagne, Ivory Coast, Aleppo, English Channel, Alexandria. I think, actually... There's probably more wealth there than in Aleppo. Where's this going? To Bengal. This could go to Zanzibar. Here. This is way better than Aleppo. Way better. And then, yeah, screw it. That's it for now. That's it for now. We're making profit. And we're quite high on our force limit and naval force limit, but they actually bumped up massively when we estated things up. And it took some time to register that. I'm going to declare war on Denmark. Get rid of that one province miner. Hopefully his fort level's not too high. It's 5. Pretty nasty. Well, our religious unity was sorted out a little bit. Okay, so this stack... Let's make sure... that we've got good composition here. God dang it, I'm doing it the other way around. Okay, it's just 4. 4. Let's take away 4. Okay, I'm trying to make sure our composition is good. We're going to go reinforce them. And, yeah, we're going to have 1 stack here, hoping that that 1 stack is enough to stabilize this region for now. So let's quickly... I want to detach some rebel troops to automatically siege these back. I don't think there's any forts here. And then let's take this stack in to deal with Brunei. Yep. It's good. Light ships. Collecting the English Channel. Every time I do that it's going to lag apparently. Screw this game. I got a bloody new computer. A beast of a new computer to prevent that from happening. But it happens anyway. So something's not quite right there. Got to deal with this guy. How many transports are we accumulating here? 0. Those are all light ships. That is also light ships. Where are you guys going? Group up. I want some forts against the Ottomans in Anatolia and in Egypt for now. Okay, what's going on with this navy? We don't need to be protecting trade in Genoa or Venice, which a lot of these smaller subjects were doing, I suspect, fighting for control. The only real place is the English Channel, I think, yeah. Okay, we don't want to increase Rio's tariffs at all. Well, okay. That was brutal, but I think we're doing a good job, guys. We're consolidating a lot of our troops here, so it's a lot of it's going to come down to sorting out the army composition. But yeah, I'm doing what I can, and let's go take out the Danish. He's a one-province minor. Thankfully, we're kind of ahead of the curve right now, currently, with our spending admin. Composition here is not the best, but you know, better than nothing. And we seem to be doing quite well fighting the rebels right now, actually, as well. This guy's going ham. We need to detach something. I'll use this. Just quickly do that. You guys go for automatic rebel cleanup, please. And this will have to do for now to go out there. Okay, these rebels are dead. Now, our manpower was basically capped out. It fluctuates because of the amount of reinforcing we were doing, but it was basically capped. So I think I did a good job. A lot of people were criticizing me just a few years ago. My manpower was so low. Well, manpower was capped when we did this, but our cap went up massively by about 200k at least. And suffering attrition is not going to be good. So I'm trying to operate mostly in the grasslands here, but I also want to sort out the army composition, these units. Feeling really good about them. Once I'm feeling really good about the army composition, we can really get them doing things productive, like going in against the British. Okay, apparently we have another merchant. Wow, 323,000 something. What? 323 ducats from trade per month. Pretty good. And counting. We can get more than that, I'm sure. Some of our merchants are still traveling around, like the one going all the way out here would have taken forever, I suspect. Okay, I definitely am going to want to make sure we have troops all over the show, troops in Asia, troops in Europe, troops stabilizing regions. It seems the main bulk of our troops right now are chilling in the Iberian Peninsula. So our truce with Scandinavia comes up in 6 years. We've got no truce with Great Britain, We should really be going in against him. Got to sort out our navy. Okay, we got a heck of a lot of transports. That was one of our old fleets. It's going to be enough to take out the Danish. Okay, we are finally getting some transports here. Nice, there's 3 more transports. Trying to accumulate enough troops to just automatically go in here and smash these guys. Oh man, guys, I'm really nervous that we're not going to make it. Even if we get the 1 tag, that would be cool. But we have to convert everything up for the 1 faith. Let's delete some of these guys. I legitimately just don't care about light ships now. It's all about trade, heavy, and transports. A lot of these forts I'm going to delete once the French have been taken out. Some of these still we do not need. I might just keep the odd, like a fort level 8 in the mountains. We'll keep like 1 of those in Europe, just sporadically, just a couple. Helps with our army tradition, but also the real high level fort like in the mountains. That's a cool story. We'll make real easy work of like anybody who walks near it, like rebels, for example. Alrighty. Speaking of rebels, wow, so many troops that we need to consolidate. I'm looking for enemy sieges. Doesn't look like there's any enemy sieges that I can see. Except there should be, like that. I'm worried that I'm not catching all the rebels. We should come down there next. These guys, I want to group them up, but is there kind of, is there grassland? Oh, it's you! It's you. Okay, that's alright. Zanzibar is easily, yeah, they're under 100%. I hope they are under 100% in terms of, if we get that admin efficiency. We better I mean, I know we can fully annex Zanzibar, but I hope it's under 100 overextension. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm looking for a bloody place that's better than just coastline. What has better supply? Coastline on the coast? Or it's the same by the looks of things. Or Savannah, I was going to say. Let's see if we suffer attrition there. We need to keep that stack there to fight and stabilize the region going into the future. And we definitely have unrest potential around this entire region. It's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. Okay, 19 transports. We would need to equip a general. Hopefully that is enough to take them out. Go to farmlands, which is more centralized. Okay, we're grouping a lot of our troops up. It's good. Getting a feel for where they are. And going to be sorting out the composition shortly. Deleting some dudes. Yeah, I think honestly, light ships actually, because of our trade dominance is just so redonkulous. I don't think we really need light ships either. It's almost just heavy ships and transports. As long as we have enough to do the dirty, then we should be happy. Because as we begin to just control literally everything, trade just becomes a joke. We just own everything. Speaking of owning everything, we have a spare merchant. So, okay, it's all being pulled from here. So what about the Philippines? There's not that much value in the Philippines. I just want to see where is a good spot. Probably here. How much are we pulling from Zanzibar? Not as much as I would like. Not even 50%. But still, Aleppo was worth like what, like 4 or 5 ducats? A lot of it is coming our way anyway. Oh, dude, there's a lot of wealth in there actually. If only we had better control. Just put them in Aleppo for now because it's easy. Truce with the Ottomans should be really short. Oh, it is up. Our truce is up with Ottomans. I should be murdering his face. He's actually kind of less of a priority than Bahamnas because he's so small, but we should just be murdering somebody's face, though. That's for sure. Somebody's face needs to be murdering. Alright. I'm going to start producing good stacks. So, let's have a look real quickly. Where can I find my combat width? Somewhere. The hell? Where's our combat width? There we go, 40. 40. Okay, holy crap, that's massive. So what I want is if we combine stacks to have 40 cannons. Okay, so we're gonna, so that they're behind our front line. So I'm gonna go for 20 cannons in each stack, and then I want to overkill it with infantry. That's what I'm gonna do. Our cav ratio is 50%. We don't need that though. Cavalry is overrated in the late game, or underrated. It's crap. You guys know what I'm saying. Hey, we can get some deploy reputation here by coring up. If we ever do core up, we might not finish that, but reputation is good. Okay, so we're going to go for 20 cannons. So it looks like we're actually lacking cannons in this area. Nice, we did our job here. Let's pull back. In this area we're lacking cannons. We did have some cannons coming up. Oh man, our stuff's all over the place. So I'm going to go for 24 infantry for now. We'll go for 24 infantry. And 20 cannons. And I guess so this is size 44. Let's just go for 6 cavalry, and that's size 50. Makes it easy. We'll go for 50 stacks. And it's time to move out. Move out, I say. This is 1 stack. We should probably actually like name them so it becomes easier to manage. But if we just have stacks of 50s, it'll be easy to manage. Like, it won't be too bad. Okay, we must produce stacks of 50s. Go to, where's Muscovy? Go to grasslands. Good job, guys. Denmark's falling, that's good. Move out to India, move out to conquer the world. Okay, this can produce 1 good stack. If we just go like that. What did we choose? 8. We choose 8, right? Cool, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I have noticed that the viewership has begun to diminish. I'm really surprised how long people actually watched this stuff. But it's been up until recently the viewership has diminished, like after about, what, like 70 episodes. I certainly don't blame people for not being that interested. Alrighty, this here, are we stable around here? We are completely stable, right? Okay, what is our truce with France? Ages. Alright, I don't want to suffer attrition, so let's move nearer to our other dudes. Oh wait, we might have some cannons here coming in on the way. Alright, I should bloody well be sorting out good composition here. So any stack that is the perfect 50, guys, that's we should get into a habit of that. Like the perfect 50s have the good composition. Okay, let's pull back diplomats in locations that our subjects have 200 relations. We may find that we just have a lack of cannons in general, or something to that effect, but that's okay. We can afford 6 leaders. That's pretty good, considering that's one bonus of taking aristocratic ideas, which I kind of regret taking, is that we'll be operating with 6 stacks with military leaders. Alrighty. Trying to send these guys to like farmlands to stop suffering attrition. Sweet. We have cannons here. We also have a ton of infantry that are not mercenaries, and I will consider getting rid of them as they need to be reinforced. When they need to be reinforced, I will consider just consolidating them. Okay, alright, we don't have enough cannons here or here. So we appear so far to be lacking cannons. I'm actually just going to delete that because it's easier, but we do have some cannons here on the stack. I notice my manpower is dropping a little bit while we suffer attrition on all these giant stacks. What can you do? So what is our trade looking at nowadays? Almost 350. Sweet, that's pretty good. God dang it. The little delay there, sending people out to trade. Now, just like Denmark, we've got Scotland and Norway here, which are pretty small. Norway, I notice, has a little colony there. If we take that from him, that's going to make that the map look pretty, which is a small thing, but the small things are pretty cool. Alrighty, you should be going down here, and actually, for that matter, I guess the Ottomans are on the way. We can declare on the Ottomans. Kazani separatists are progressing nicely. That's these guys. We're dealing with them just fine. How does our overextension look actually? 90? 90.4? Sweet, we can take that. It's good. I humbly request that you get rectified, Denmark. That is a Catholic province. Excellent. Feels good to take Catholic provinces. Whole bunch of rebels on the way, which is not so good. Yeah, I guess sorry guys for the tedium. I feel a part of me feels like I'm doing it quite slowly actually, but I'm trying, you know, my best to wrap my head around it, and it's all on us now, you know, it's all on us, it's all on my shoulders. I want to make sure my stacks have good composition and so on, and kind of have a gauge in my mind, like whether we have too many mercenaries or too few mercenaries, you know? The composition here is not even as how I would like it. Let's just sort that out quickly. Should actually send some more cavalry down by the looks of things. Which we probably have here. Yes, we do. 4 cavalry, I think it was. What the? Didn't I send you guys there? I thought I sent you guys there to group up, man. Trying to fight the war at the same time, but it's not working out too well. Okay, we're not suffering attrition there, but I think if we add the additional 4, we will be. Speaking of Zanzibar, what is our truce for him? Oh, it almost comes up. Cool. Cool, okay. It will be interesting to see if we can separate piece that guy and fully annex him. And then this guy. Might cost us some diplo, but it might be worth it at the same time. I would love to take all of Africa, man, and then bloody well be done with this place, quite frankly. Okay, who are the other subjects? The subjects do give us money, of course, so... Rio, I think our relations with him are maxed, yep. Same with New Castile. Alright, let's do... we're not quite making as much money as I would like to just throw that amount of money at Rio. Let's do prestige for now. Alright. Sweet. Making way more money now that our colony has disappeared. Try to take Brunei out. So how much overextension is Brunei giving us, I wonder? 34. Does he have colonies? He does. That colony's near finished. It's good. I desperately need some troops to go out to Asia. Why don't I actually take one? What did I mess up here? I thought our composition was size 50. Do we go for 6 cavalry, not 8? It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. No, so I'm supposed to be going, apparently, 22 infantry. We're going 22, 8, 20. That's what we're doing. Let's try to stick to that. I was going to say, I might send a stack to just get ahead of the game, start walking all the way out to Asia. We have a massive lack of troops in Asia, and I want to begin fighting Ming, you know, and Bahamnis, etc. No, god dang it, just go to the Ottomans, dude. Just go to the Ottomans. That's a big chunk we can spend. It's going to take some time, so we want to sort it out ASAP. Go to the bloody Ottomans. We can send troops that way once we're happy with their composition, etc. You guys just move closer, go to farmlands. Everybody go to farmlands closer to the battlefronts. Tremendous amount of light ships here, which can go to the English Channel. These dudes can get deleted. And transports, how many transports do we have here? Our transports can group up with these ones for now. We have two navy stacks that have over 50 transports, and this will be over 50 as well, if these transports group up with them. So that's kind of 3 transporting fleets for now. Oh man, we didn't do much this episode, guys, and I apologize for that. We did very little, in fact, but I'm doing my best. There's a lot to get done. I've got 250 stacks here that are good composition that are going out that way. We can make more out of these troops that are around. Why don't we start doing this? Send our cannons. That's 13 plus 7, that's 20. Alright, we got 20 cannons going out that way. And we go for 22. And 8. So that's another stack accumulating together. 3 stacks will be enough to crush the Ottomans with ease. They're actually behind in tech. Bahamnis is behind in tech, but he's kind of catching up. I plan to 100% Ottomans, 100% Bahamnis, and by that time be in better sort of position. And when I say 100%, I just mean sort of loosely. Definitely, I want to be annexing Brunei, Japan. We'll just keep on going. As long as we keep on going, keep spending our admin, I'm going to be happy. Yep. So before I end the episode here, well, actually, that's it, guys. I'm sorry. Again, automatically hunting rebels there. That's good. Sorry that not much is going on. I'm struggling, quite frankly, to manage everything, but we're getting on top of it. And the upcoming episodes, guys, I plan to kind of have like one stack here, one beefed up stack ready to smash France, one beefed up stack ready to smash Scandinavia. We can kind of accumulate them to go in against Great Britain. I might have to have another stack kind of centralized already for Great Britain, which I plan to begin soon. But I'm worried a little bit. I'm not exactly worried, but I'm trying to sort out my navy, make sure we have enough to actually invade him. We need sort of a stack probably in Egypt is a smart place with the farmlands here. One in East Africa for now. We're still focusing on stabilizing, but I'm trying to send whatever we have remaining further and further and distribute them throughout Asia, ready to just really crush people. So again, just apologize for the fact that we didn't really do that. You're kidding me. That is not a good time, dude. We're at 1 stability. Wow. That feels bad. How are we converting? We keep pausing, so these are kind of progressing slowly. Jeez, I hate the fact that we get negative 10 papal influence, but hopefully through converting we can have enough to where we can still be boosting our stability with that. Yep. We have a bunch of colonies. We're actually way over our 2 colony limit. And the economy is looking really good. Really good. I'm happy with how the economy is going, guys. I'm trying to let our, you know, what is it called, manpower kind of stabilize a bit. I'm going to wait to see if we want to kind of hire more troops or less troops, depending on that. Unfortunately, our power projection is about to drop below 50, which feels pretty bad. That feels pretty bad. But on the plus side, guys, as we get really poised here, ready to really commence in brutalizing the whole world, I'm going to be taking our golden era, which at this stage is going to last until, what, 1790. So it's going to be around that range, probably about 1792 when it finishes. And I'm hoping that, quite frankly, we've done most of the work by then, because we have to kind of overkill it if we want to achieve the one faith, as we're going to be converting as well. Hope you guys are enjoying. Thanks for watching after all these episodes, guys. It really means a lot. I hope you have been enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next episode.